Self-Reliance Armament. I'm Drew Dorns. We're going to be taking a look at the ETS smoked carbon magazines for Smith & Wesson. Welcome back to Self-Reliance Armament. Alright, so we're going to be taking a look at these ETS or Elite Tactical Systems Carbon Smoke Series magazines. Alright, so I was looking around for a magazine for my Smith & Wesson competitor because, it only comes with 4. I'd like to have 7 minimum. Alright, so I was looking around, for about $54, you can get, around $54, you can get 1 magazine for your Smith & Wesson competitor. However, I was in the store one day, and I found a company called, ETS, or Elite Tactical Systems, right? And their magazines were $16. I bought 3 for the price of 1 factory magazine for the competitor. But, you got to test these things. They come out, and as you see, I just opened this one up, and the follower kind of looks like that. I get a little worried. So, before I take them out to the range to shoot competitively, I brought 2 of them out to go test. So, after shooting them a little bit, the follower sits in there a little better. I had a couple issues. All right, so I put up just over 100 rounds through each one of these magazines, filled to capacity or filled up to 9+1, just like you would if you were doing competitive shooting. Because that's your division capacity in my case, at least. And I was shooting them off. All right, they're easy to load. You could see how many rounds you had in it. Not really a whole lot of complaints. For the most part, they drop dried out. They're pretty durable. They say that these can go up to 8 feet. I'm not even 6 foot, and I drop them, which obviously is way more than what it would be if I had my firearm out. Dropped them in between each mag. Each time I empty the mag, I just drop it out on the floor like I was in a competition shoot. So I mean, I think they're doing pretty okay on that aspect. However, I did run into a few issues. Twice, my slide locked back to the rear, and there's still a round in there. The first time I didn't notice it, I dropped the mag and reloaded. But when I was picking it up, the round was sticking straight up instead of in the magazine properly. I don't know what happened there. And then one other time, it did the same thing. This time I caught it before dropping the mag. Another issue I had, twice I loaded it, shot the first round, and I think it loosened up and dropped a little bit. Either that or I hit my mag release. I don't know. I can't see the evidence anywhere. So we'll chalk that up to maybe shooter error. However, outside of that, they've been pretty good. I think they need some work. When you first get them, I wouldn't trust your life with them at first. I would, run them a couple times at the range before you trust your life with them. But they do come in different sizes. They come in, the standard size of 17, the standard size of 21, and I believe the standard size of 30. I went with 21s because it would fit my competitor better with the magwell on there. So I would try them out. I'm going to continue to test them. I'm going to test them a little bit more. But I figured this was a good time to tell you guys how it is going so far. All right. So if you like what you see here, go ahead and take a look in our description below, and you'll find that we are sponsored by Blackout Coffee. You can use my code SRA20 for 20% off your first purchase, or you can use my link below. Also, you could check out thenewamerican.com that has some great information for you as a freedom lover. All right. Thank you again. You have a great day. Happy shooting, happy prepping, and thank you for coming to Self-Reliance Armament.